to start out with, I'm not going to be doing a boring slideshow presentation for you guys tonight. I'm actually going to be pulling up some live websites for you and showing you guys some actual tactics in person. Instead of just simply telling you what to do, I'm actually going to show you how to do it tonight. Now, to start out with, one of the things that I need to talk to you guys about before I actually dive into all of this is basically there's one common mistake that a lot of Amazon affiliates make, and I really want to make sure that all of you guys are aware of this, and I just want to talk to you for a few minutes about some things that you can do to avoid this mistake. Now, there are really two different kinds of marketers out there that are trying to sell products to you guys. You have more of the helpful type of marketer that produces some type of high quality product that they know is going to be able to help you out. And they sell these products in a way that it's a very low hype, low pressure situation. They're not trying to trick you into purchasing these products. And then the end result is that these guys are actually selling less products than the other type of marketers. And the other type of marketer is more of a die-hard marketer. They're more focused on the marketing end of it and producing products that will actually sell better. Now, to create a product that actually sells better, you want to make that product to be as appealing as possible to the visitor. A lot of times this is offering some type of reward for essentially doing nothing more than installing the software and clicking a couple of buttons. Now, obviously, the idea of a product like this, it sounds great and it looks great on a sales page, but the reality is that in a real life practice, these more hyped up type of products are actually going to end up getting you into trouble, because every other person out there is going to end up with the same type of website with the same type of content on it, and you simply can't have 100 sites that are all the same, all ranked #1 for Google. So these more die-hard marketers, their products are more designed to simply get you to buy them, and then they could just collect dust on your hard drive. I receive a lot of emails from Amazon affiliates where they're purchasing all of these products left and right, all of these special offers and everything. And you may do this too on a regular basis. You see a new product and it looks great, and so you buy it thinking that you'll have a use for it down the road, and then maybe you don't even end up getting around to using that product. So the main point that I'm trying to make here is that you need to be selective in what you're actually purchasing and deciding whether it is actually what you need to move forward in your business. Typically, you don't want to be adding new parts to your business until the ones you're working on are profitable and succeeding for you. So I highly encourage you guys to try to keep a focus on what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish right now, and avoid getting wrapped up in the possibilities of something else that sounds really great, and just instead try to focus on what you're doing and make it succeed, because ultimately that is how you get over the hump and start building profitable websites, and then you can try to move on to other things down the road once you have a solid foundation built for yourself and you feel like you can replicate a strategy over and over again to produce profits. Now, what I want to do to start with here is to show you guys a couple of things on the actual Amazon website. Now, when I am trying to pick out a new product that I want to promote, Perhaps I'm thinking about creating a new affiliate website to promote a specific product, or perhaps even a category of products. Typically, the first thing that I will do is head on over to Amazon and actually do some research for myself in person. Now, to start with, Amazon has some special deals that are available that affiliates can actually promote. Beyond the normal products that they have over here in their categories, up here at the top, they have this Today's Deals link. And when you click on this link, you'll end up on, this is the gold box section of Amazon's website. And they have all of these different time-sensitive deals that are available that you guys can promote as affiliates. And a lot of times they're hefty discounts, like 50% off the price of a product, sometimes even more than that. And they have these deals in all different types of product categories. So this is one particular type of product promotion that the average affiliate is not paying attention to, because these promotions are coming and going, usually within a week or 2 weeks. So it is something that you would have to try to keep up on a regular basis to be promoting them. However, it is something else that a lot of other affiliates are ignoring. Now, in addition to the gold box deals, they also have a section of coupons. They have coupons for almost any different kind of product that there is, and you can use these coupons as an affiliate to help to boost your sales also. Now, beyond these special areas of Amazon, I want to go into just a normal area of the Amazon site so I can show you guys what it is that I am thinking about when I am trying to research a new website or a new product that I am considering to promote. Now, what I will usually do is over here on the left, I will select a department to get started in, and then usually go into some type of subcategory in that department just to get some more specific results. Now, let's say I'm looking to build a website for some type of pet supplies, maybe some type of dog supplies. I've actually built a number of Amazon affiliate sites that target different pet supplies, and they do extremely well because people love their pets and they will always spend money on them, especially if it means improving their own life in some way or another. Now, when you actually get into a category of products, you'll notice that there are literally tons of different subcategories of products that are available. Some of these subcategories have hundreds of thousands of products in them. As you can see here for dog apparel and accessories, there's over 250,000 products in just this one particular subcategory. A lot of times people will try to go for the #1 selling product in a particular category, and they'll ignore all of these other products that are out there. And that's really where the opportunities exist for new affiliates to create websites to refer sales into them, is to actually find these products that not everybody out there is already promoting. This gives you low competition, and it just makes your whole life a lot easier from the very beginning. Now, when I'm actually browsing through the products that are on Amazon, there are a couple of different things that I usually am looking for with these products to consider whether to promote them or not. Now, one of the obvious things is the review rating on a product. I'm sure everybody has heard other marketers saying, you know, only target the 4-star or the 5-star products, and you know, you're more likely to be able to get sales on those because people have said good things about those products. Now, this is true to a certain extent, but you also have to consider whether a ton of reviews on a product might mean that there is a lot of competition trying to refer sales on that product. because typically for this product right here that I'm hovering over, there's 265 reviews on this product. Now, not everybody that's purchasing this product is leaving a review. In fact, usually it's a very, very low percentage of people that will actually go on to leave a review for the product. So you have to consider that something that has a couple hundred reviews has likely sold on Amazon thousands of times before. And you have to consider whether these sales might be coming directly through Amazon or through other affiliate websites. Because if you think it might be through other affiliate websites, then that means that there's a lot of competition out there. Now, on, I guess, an opposite end of that spectrum, you have your low-rated products. Now, I'm not saying you should go out there and target a product that has a low rating. However, if you actually look for products that have no ratings whatsoever, do not completely ignore them. Take a minute to look a little bit closer into the product and try to figure out whether that product does not have reviews on it because it's brand new, for example, or because it's just not selling on Amazon. Because if you can pick out the products that don't have reviews yet, and perhaps they just released on Amazon, for example, these products will eventually have good reviews on them, but they simply don't because nobody has started to promote them and refer sales on them yet. Now, within one specific category, you also have a number of these other subcategories up at the top here, and some of these can be really useful, for example, to tell you the best-selling products in a particular category. Now, you don't immediately want to rush out and try to start promoting these best-selling products, but they are good to have a good idea of what might actually be selling in the real world. Because just because people build an affiliate website to promote a specific type of product doesn't mean that people are actually looking for that product. And even if they are looking for that product, it doesn't necessarily mean that people are completing purchases online for that product. They might just be researching a particular product online. Now, one of the ways that I like to try to figure out whether people are actually buying a product or not is to actually use eBay. Now, you might be wondering, why am I using eBay when I'm talking about Amazon here? The reason why I'm doing this is because while eBay is a separate marketplace, it's still driven by the common consumer. And eBay actually provides some more detailed information on what their popular sale items are. If you visit the website address popular.ebay.com, you can see this full listing right here of some of their top selling products. Over here on the left-hand side, they tell you specific types of products that are selling really well on eBay at the given point in time. And then down here, they also give you all of these subcategories that have more specific types of products listed under them. And you can even drill down into these categories and get a huge listing of all of these other types of products that are selling good on eBay. So if you're considering building a website for something, jump on over to eBay real quick and just browse through this list and see if you can find something relational to the type of products that you're thinking about promoting to try to confirm whether it is a good idea to be building this website or not. Because there's nothing worse than taking the time to build one of these Amazon affiliate websites just to realize that nobody's buying the product, or maybe you can't get traffic for that particular product. So one of the key things that I'm doing when I'm building my sites is to try to give myself some type of confidence ahead of time to ensure myself that these websites are actually going to be winners for me. Now, if you've ever read any of my previous Amazon affiliate training ebooks, for example, you might have remembered me mentioning something called eBay Pulse. This is actually eBay Pulse now. They got rid of eBay Pulse and they have moved it to popular.ebay.com instead of pulse.ebay.com. So this is simply their new version of that. Usually after a couple of years pass by, some of these larger corporations will change some of these more popular areas of their website. But I have personally used the popular page on eBay and also the previous eBay Pulse to find myself some really great product niches that have gone on to be built into websites and producing hundreds of dollars a month in sales for every, each individual website. So by taking the time ahead of time to do a little bit of research and ensure that the niche you're targeting is going to be a good niche, then you can save yourself a lot of time and work in the long run. Now, another thing that I do once I have a general niche in mind is I will use a combination of both Google and Google's AdWords keyword tool. Now, if you have ever used the Google AdWords keyword tool, you may have recently noticed that they are actually getting rid of the Google keyword tool. Now, the Google keyword tool is not necessarily completely going away, but it has been redone into this new page of theirs called the Keyword Planner. Now, the Keyword Planner is intended to be used for people that are advertising on Google AdWords, but you can still use this Keyword Planner to do keyword research for your own websites. When you're searching a phrase in the Keyword Planner, the average search count that it provides for you, you may notice that there's only one number shown here now. If you're familiar with the actual Google keyword tool at all, you might remember that it shows you a global count of monthly searches and a local count of monthly searches. Well, in the new keyword planner, they're only giving you one count. And this count is actually the local searches count, but it's dependent upon the targeting that you have selected over here. I have United States selected and the English language, and it is adjusting these results over here accordingly. So instead of having to go into the keyword tool and ensure that you are looking at the exact match keyword phrase results, I've found that the Keyword Planner is actually more simplified than that, and the numbers that it's providing you are the numbers that you actually wanted to be retrieving out of the Google keyword tool. Now, there is one big difference in these numbers in the Keyword Planner compared with the Google keyword tool. These numbers are actually slightly more inflated, but there's a good reason for why that is taking place. In the Google keyword tool, those traffic estimates that they provide for you are only coming from desktop and laptop computers. None of that is coming from tablets or cell phones, any type of mobile device. Well, in the Keyword Planner, they have now started including all of that mobile traffic for you. So that is why if you compare a number in the Keyword Planner to the keyword tool, for example, the Keyword Planner will give you a higher search count, but it's honestly a more accurate count than what the keyword tool was providing for you. Now, one last thing that I need to show you here in this Keyword Planner is something that I've been using for many, many years because it was in existence in the Google keyword tool as well, and that is actually the search trends for your particular keyword phrases. When you have searched a phrase, perhaps you are browsing through these phrases trying to find a good niche that you could target. First of all, you want to completely ignore this competition column right here. This competition is only in reference to Google AdWords. It does not actually apply to the organic search results on Google itself. But then within each keyword, while you have this monthly count of average searches right here, if you hover over this little box right here, it will actually show you a graph. And this graph will then break these searches down into month-by-month counts for you over roughly the last 6 months, or roughly the last 12 months. So you can tell whether a keyword phrase is on the rise or whether it is on the decline. Now, if a phrase is trending upwards, for example, your keyword phrase count might be considerably lower than your actual monthly search count in the more recent months that are higher, because these numbers down here are 12-month averages. So sometimes when you can find a new type of product or keyword phrase that has recently become popular, the monthly search count for it might be pretty low. It might be down in the 100 or 200 neighborhood, but if you hover over these graphs, you might be able to find one that is trending upwards and actually has a considerably higher keyword search volume than what they are giving you here as an average count. And when you can find those types of keyword phrases that are trending upwards and are newer keyword phrases, these are typically some of the best Amazon affiliate websites that you can build, because they're going to be easy to bring the traffic in, and there's a lot more traffic entering into the marketplace every month in these type of trending niches. So this particular trend graph right here, one more thing that you need to pay attention to is the fact that a niche could potentially be seasonal. Just to show you what I mean, I'm going to type in swimming pool right here. Now, if you look at the monthly trends for this one particular phrase, you might notice that it's higher on this end and higher on this end, but down in the middle it's pretty low. Pay attention to the actual months that it is showing you here and consider what time of the year that is, especially in your targeting location. Obviously, in the United States, you're not going to have as many people looking for swimming pools in the middle of the winter as you are in the middle of the summer, for example. So while this phrase right here says that there are 27,000 monthly searches on it, during the summer months, there's actually 40,000 searches on this particular phrase. So a seasonal phrase can sometimes trick you into thinking that it might be a trending phrase. Obviously, swimming pools are not immediately becoming more popular in the last couple of months. It's just trending upwards simply because it is a more popular time of year. You're right, it does take a few months to build a pool, Rhonda. People that are looking to perhaps have a real pool installed in their house obviously might be looking a little earlier in the season than somebody who's just looking to go out and perhaps buy a inflatable pool, something that they can just quickly put up on their own. A lot of times, springtime and then getting into early summer will be your best months for niches like that, for example. Now, beyond the Google Keyword Tool, once you have found a niche phrase, a keyword phrase that you might be interested in targeting, one of the things that you want to do is to then figure out whether there is a lot of competition for that particular keyword phrase. Typically, with your average monthly search count right here, anything above 1,000 monthly searches is probably going to have pretty high competition, because these are search phrases that other people have easily found before, and they're appealing to them because there's a lot of traffic in existence for these phrases. So typically your best and lowest competition phrases will be the ones that are under 1,000 monthly searches. Now, again, you might have some of these that are high competition, but this is typically where you will find your lower competition phrases. So once you have a rough idea of the type of site you're going to be building and the keyword phrase that you're going to be targeting, you can bring that information over to Google itself and type that in. And just for example, I'm going to use a keyword phrase that I've actually built a website for before. You can see this website, dogcratesizes.com, right here is ranked at #1. This is a website that I personally built. When you search the keyword phrase, look at the results count up at the top to begin with. Now, initially, when you're searching the phrase, you don't necessarily need for this count right here to be insanely low. It is okay to still target a phrase that has a couple of million results, for example. But what you're really looking for are the counts that you receive for two other types of searches. One is enclosing your phrase in quotes. This means that you're looking for websites that actually have this exact phrase somewhere in the website content. This could be in the title, or it could be anywhere within the articles on the websites as well. So this right here is a general indication of how many other web pages on the internet may potentially be trying to target this particular keyword phrase. Now, here it is more important to see a lower number. Typically, I'm looking for something under 100,000 results when I'm searching for the phrase in quotes like this. Now, to take it one step further, I'm going to add the phrase all in title and a colon right in front of that and search this phrase one more time. This time, what I'm looking for on Google is I'm looking for all the pages on the internet that contain this exact phrase actually in the title of one of their web pages. And as you can see right here, there are only 533 other web pages on the entire internet that Google has indexed that are using the phrase dog crate sizes in the title of one of their pages. Now, this number right here is one of the most important numbers to pay attention to. Typically, if this number is under 1,000 results or so, it is a good indication that the niche has low keyword competition, and it could potentially be a good one to go after, especially if you have other information that is indicating the same thing. This could be information from Amazon, product reviews, best-selling products. It could also be from the eBay popular product list as well, or even from Google's keyword tool. Any indication that you have a potential to get traffic or sales out of a niche, and then you come over to Google and can verify the low competition of the niche, then it's typically a fairly safe bet to go after. The lower the number here for this all-in-title search, the lower your competition will be in general. Now, just to show you, I'm going to flip over to this website, Dog Crate Sizes, real quick, just to show you exactly what I have done here. As you can see, I use an article to start out with, but if you actually look through this article, you'll find that the phrase dog crate sizes really does not appear very frequently. It's only used a couple of times throughout the course of this entire page. My reason for doing so is you don't get a good search engine ranking by spamming your target keyword phrase over and over and over again. You get a good ranking by building a website that is about your target keyword phrase. So while you would use your target keyword phrase a couple of times perhaps throughout the course of an article or a website, the actual content on the website needs to not just repeat that keyword phrase